Entering team select screen. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the home team, are selected. Ready.
The last time Pittsburgh beat Chicago, Mike Tomlin wasn't even the Steelers' head coach. But the black and gold look for their first win against the Bears in 16 years. And it's coming up next.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Entering play, onside kick, kickoff left.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the controls since 2004. Six-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to
Nickel blitz free.
the course of the season.
Safety strung free.
Never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took
Entering play call, cover 1 hole.
as a team.
Cover 9.
Steelers,
Cover 3 was Mike.
Their running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 cover 1 contain.
And CD, defensive
Safety strung free.
quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So opening drive, third down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Overload free.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Punt plan, there are 7 categories. Formation, dime, prevent, goal line, specialty, 3 to 4. 4, evens, cover 4 quarters.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
Entering play call, even 6-1. You have 9 options. Formation, concept, cover 2, zone blitz 2G, cover 3, zone blitz 2, zone pinch dog 2 press.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Fighting through pressure. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
No, just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Safe man right, low block right.
So they called it a touchdown.
Base lock right.
A touchdown.
Safe man right.
Review, so they
Base lock right.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant.
R2 button.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, gun plan, player, there are 9, formation, there, concept, opt, quick, medium pass, deep pass, play action, do, pass sprint HD flat.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Square button, square button. Square button.
Will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Entering play call. Concept, their play type, personnel, favorites, their recent play, coach suggest, gun plan, their player, David Montgomery, Dave Nash. 24 zone open.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Cross button. R1 button.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also...
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone, player, there are 9 formation, there are 9 concept, screen, run, option, quick pass, medium, deep pass. Verticals.
Second down and 8.
Cross button. Cross button.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Entering plate, verticals. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Cross button.
Into double coverage and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
Those are his numbers.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings talking about this running game opening up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Nickel blitz free.
DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Roethlisberger. Right side, Claypool's got it. That catch good for only...
Entering play call, coach DPL safety blitz. Cover 2 man.
Sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Entering play call, coach pinch up 0.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
After the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return.
R2 button.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he
entering play call, verticals, concepts, there are play types, there are personnel, there are 9 categories, favorites, there are recent plays, coach suggestions, double post, 0-1 trap, double post. R1 button.
Montgomery. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So the
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. On plan, there are 9 player. There are 9. GD Lamb. GD Lamb. Corner stops. Jet sweep. corner stops.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Square button.
Fields.
Square button. R1 button.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Entering play call, GD, on this direction. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are 9 categories. There are 10 concept, play action, screen, play action, do, there are, pass print HD flat.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And a little floater there, but it'll widen.
Entering play call, there are 2 categories. Concept, there are 9. Play type, there are 9. Personnel, there are favorites, there are recent plays. Coach suggests, plan, there are player, there are Darnell Mooney, GD Lamb, David Montgomery, Dave Nesh.
So if they're up
24 zone open.
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it. Here's
Button.
Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66. Player, there, GD Lamb.
Just keep giving it to him.
GD Lamb, Hondas, Jets, Podgy, curl, stick. Podgy, curl. Square button.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. Cross button.
Left
button.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call, GD Lamb. You have 82. Player, there are 9. Darnell Mooney. GD Lamb. David Montgomery. Nesh. 24 zone open.
First down.
Cross button.
Montgomery.
Button.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone read is selected.
Establish the run. I think they're
Player,
trying to do
there
that.
are 9. GD Lamb.
What I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head
David Montgomery.
He told his
Dave
offensive
Nesh.
coordinator, let's run
24 zone open.
things settle down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to Montgomery.
Cross button.
Down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Entering play call, zone fake jet. Zone weak. Player, there are formation, there concept, there screen path, run, option, quick pass, meet, quick pass, stick, there, quick slant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Circle button. Circle button. R1 button. Square button.
And this will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Stick carrier for categories. You have 60. Quick slant.
Football in their win last week.
Concept. There are 9. Play hike. There are 9. Concept. Medium. Deep. Play action pass. Do. Pass sprint HD flat.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cross button.
Fields now to throw.
Square button.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they'll bring him down.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Concept. Screen pass.
Opportunity there for
Play action pass. Screen pass. Run. Option. Good pass. Medium pass. Smash. Corner stops. Bench.
Getting to him quickly.
Up power O.
Into a short game.
Bench.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Circle button.
Fields.
Square button. Cross button. R2 button.
Caught. Touchdown, Bears. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Mike Pennell forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And see who gets there first.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Don't get hurt.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, cover 1 LB blitz.
Bang, bang play. Maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, nickel blitz free.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2. And definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you...
Entering play call, why shallow cross, KHB draw, why shallow cross.
But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that.
Circle button.
This game.
R1 button.
Here's
Cross button.
for Tariq Cohen.
R2 button.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Entering play call, Hawaii drag wheel, strum stretch, double post, strum stretch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Shock H option, drone thick jet.
Defensive front, they just engage.
Ton plan, there are player. There are 9 cat formation. There are concept. Screen pass. Play action. T pass.
Just get your feet moving. Get
verticals. T attack.
Once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
T attack.
2nd and 8.
Triangle button. R1 button.
Here's Fields.
Cross button. Cross button.
And this one is going to be off the mark. 2
Entering play call. Verticals.
Read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good.
Cross button.
It's incomplete.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button.
Third down.
Plus button. R1 button.
Deep downfield for Lamb.
Triangle button.
And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Deep downfield, even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the count?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that throw behind his man.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here in week 9 of the 2021 season, normally you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey,
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Over Storm Brave.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Big Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Away after the touchdown.
R2 button.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well,
Entering play call. Stick.
and when I look at their
AHD stretch.
some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult, but this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
To Montgomery.
Plus button.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 40 options. HB zone WK is selected.
Score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number.
Entering hitch corners. HB zone WK. Hitch corners. Circle button.
Now a shotgun handoff.
Button.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 shock H option.
Closer to the line of scrimmage amidst
Bench.
But in this case,
On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are concept, play action, screen, run, option, quick pass, medium pass, smash, there, corner stocks, bench, pop power O, bench.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
R1 button. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Disciplined to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. toward the right sideline, but it's in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Again, it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now it's Roethlisberger.
And this pass broken up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking for.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Return left is selected.
And they do so right there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
R2 button.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need...
Entering play, slot post. AHP leg dive. Post wheel drag. AHP powered out.
Now you try and mix things up.
AHP dive.
Get the ball.
AHP powered out.
Find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Off play action, Fields.
R1 button. R1 button.
Out, looking for
Square button.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Entering play call, stick. AHP power. Stick. AHP quick base. Z-spot. AHP quick base.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
R1 button. R1 button.
Fields.
Cross button.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
A gain of
Entering play call, coach advice
the
to
NFC rating offensive
strong stretch.
week. You got to think all
T-angle.
take the field each and every week.
AHP quick base.
It always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel
On plan, there are 9 player, there are 9 category. Formation, there are concept, keep pass, play act, keep pass, verticals, verticals.
line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Fields. They'll let this go.
Square button.
And that would get a wide up in.
Entering play call, verticals, there are wildcat, concept, there play action pass.
3rd down coming in.
There are Abu.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Again, Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Entering play call, do, concept, there are play type, there are personnel, there favorites, there recent play, coach on plan, there are 9 cat player, there are GD Lamb, David Montgomery, Mesh, 24 zone open.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Handoff comes. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. In the 66 zone fit jet. Player, error, TD Lamb. Formation, error 9. Concept, error 9. Cat, screen pat, run. Option, quick pass. Stick there, quick slant.
2nd and 6.
Circle button. Square button.
Back to
throw one button.
Fields.
Square button.
And he's got it.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they...
Entering play call. There are 4 categories. Concept. There are 9. Medium pass.
Turn it loose.
Coach suggestions. Plan. There are 9. Player. There are TD Lamb. David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Entering play call, David. Player, error, formation, concept, medium, deep pass, play action, do.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Square button.
Now it's Fields off the boot.
Cross button. Square button.
It's caught.
X button.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Entering play call, concept, screen pass, run, option, quick pass, medium pass, quick pass, stick, quick slant, X slant, quick slant.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
R1 button. Square button. Circle button. R1 button.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9. Plan. There are 9. Player. There are formation. There are concept. There medium. Deep pass. Medium pass. Smash. Pop power. O. Mesh.
No movement.
R1 button. L2 button.
Full yards to go here on 4th.
Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Really, they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy can tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
More base, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 11. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point.
Entering play call, FS zone blitz.
7-man unit on the
Cover
defense
1 hole.
to start making plays.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 5 blitz 0.
Good pattern here because they've
Cover
been
1 LB blitz.
running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Entering play, plan, there, formation, there are 7, concept, zone blitz, cover 2 man, play type, special, go line, go 60 base.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Entering play call, goal line, you have 12 out, 60 out. Play type, there, special, man cover, zone coverage.
That's normally something
Cover
you
2,
see down
Tampa
near the
2.
because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
They try to throw.
Entering play call, cover 2 zone, Tampa 2, Tampa 2,
Side, and I think that's
Tampa 2,
to check that.
cover 2 invert.
You saw the danger over there? He just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
R2 button.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study.
Entering play, a power O.
The other side.
Mesh.
They have to because
Texas.
the pace that he's carrying
Mesh.
right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now,
R1 button.
precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist.
R1 button.
Stuff.
Cross button.
That also
R1 button.
take away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to.
Entering play call, Power concept, there, play type, there are 9, run, option, RPO, special, pass, run, pass, quick fade, stick, slants.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Entering plate. Quick fade. Y stick. Play type. There. Personnel. There are not favorites. Recent. On plan. There. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep pass. Play act. Keep pass. Verticals.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've
Cross-cutting.
3%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cross-cutting. R1 button.
Fields.
Triangle button.
And that is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Kick punt FP pass.
Let them get anything started.
On plan. There are 9 categories. Run. Coach suggest. On plan. There are player. There are formation. There concept. There play action. Screen pass. Play action. Do. There. Do.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Square button.
They snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Now he'll fire deep to
Triangle button.
James. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are on plan. There formation. There concept. Cover 1. Cover. Man blitz. Play type. There concept. Play. Go alive. Special. Man. Zone coverage. Blitz.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense.
Entering play. Tampadu. Play call. Play call. Play type. There are favorites. Recent play. Coach suggests on plan. Formation. Concept. Zone blitz. Cover 2. Cover 2 man blitz.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the bench.
Entering play call and concept. Play type. Errors. Blitz. Go live. Blitz. Man blitz. Cog 1. Pinch out 0. Cog 1. QB contained. Storm Brave 1.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Entering on plan. There are 7 formation. There are concept. Zone blitz 3. Play type. There are zone cover. Man favorites. There are 7 recent plays. Coach suggestion. Tampadu. Will fire 3 scheme. Outside 3rd.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Entering play call. Coach suggests on plan. Formation. Concept. Play type. There. Zone cover. Man. Special. Go a lot. Special. Go a lot. 60 out. Jacks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have the first.
Entering play call, goal line, we have 12 options, 60 pinches selected.
They decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Mike Pennell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Entering play call, goal line, you have 12 options, 60 pinches selected. Play type, there are favorites, there are 7 recent plays, there are 7 category. Coach suggestion, 3 Samuel blitz.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
R2 button.
Will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Let's do this.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 15 options, that attempt is selected.
I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Ray McCloud to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there overload 3, cover storm brave, cover 2 man,
Everything is
cover 6 inver, cover 2 man.
It's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are Mike scrape free press.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium.
and they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Corey Davis leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Entering Gunplan adjustments, screen run inside to select, run outside, throw it short, throw it medium, throw it key.
And Charles.
Defend outs, defend short, defend medium pass. Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
Entering play call. Orbit X spot, AHD stretch,
but for them
middle high low, AHD middle high low.
Pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Triangle button. Square button. Square button. Square button.
Deep downfield from Lamb.
Triangle button.
That is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. AHD zone WK select. Strum curl.
In one shot.
AHD stretch.
Appears to be ready.
Strum curl.
Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Circle button. R1 button.
Now again,
Cross button.
Montgomery. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him.
Entering play call. Coach suggests. Plan. There are player. There are 9 categories. You have 7. Formation. There are 9. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Option. Quick pass. Medium pass. Deep pass. Vert. T-attack. Potassium.
Oh, the terrible tackle.
Circle button.
Field.
Triangle button.
Force. Here's 3rd and long.
Triangle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Float this one deep right.
Square button.
And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Kick punt sweep. Punt.
4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 4 quarters. Hot blitz free. Outside 3rd.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
Entering play, on plan, errors, formation, error, on plan, there are 7 categories, defend medium, pass assault, defend medium, temperature.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back.
Entering play, cover 4 quarters.
You need to move the ball on the ground, or you can
On plan, there, coach suggests, on plan, there are 7, defend medium, cover 4 quarters.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Entering play call, defend medium pass, cover 4 quarter, temperature, cover 4 quarters, cover 6, cover 9.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, temperature, cover 2 sink, cover 1 hole, cover 2 sink.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Entering play call, defend medium, temperature,
3rd and goal.
cover 6 hole,
I have to laugh
cover 1 robber.
because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Chris Boswell for the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
We can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start in the first half.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which
Entering play, mesh,
position battles.
AHB stretch,
Where they're looking
Fred only AHB scissors,
consistency.
AHB stretch,
At least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
R2 button.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be...
Entering play call, roll combo,
But in my estimation,
AHB misdirection, mesh,
get quickly in and out of the hole.
AHB stretch,
A bunch more plays.
powered X spot, AHB misdirection.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep pounding.
R2 button.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, slot post,
Him in the first,
drag curl.
got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button. Circle button. Square button.
And that ball incomplete, nearly.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Conta selected.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the
button.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become 2 for...
Entering play, double slants.
These drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him?
R1 button.
A lot of times the punter
R1 button.
puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Circle button.
Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tyson Alualu breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Entering plate, flood. AHD dive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery.
R2 button.
And And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this
entering play call,
stick, has had the game he
spot,
but that run there
T-drive,
get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
R1 button, R1 button, R1 button.
Open man. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult.
Entering play call, punt land, player, TD Land, Darnell Moon, Justin Fee, Cole Kmet, Khalil Herbert, FD dive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
R2 button.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry.
Entering play call, player, Calvin Ridley, formation, there are 9, Hail Mary.
One offensive lineman is saying,
goal line, Hail Mary, you have 3 options, goal post, Hail Mary, goal post.
8 yards to go on second down.
R1 button. R1 button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Float this over the middle, deep.
Triangle button.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, Mary. You have 3 actions. Formation, concept, play action, pass, do, Padu.
Trying to get right back
Parallel, sprint HD flat.
Connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now Fields.
Square button. Square button.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
Entering play call, concept, play type, personnel, special team, 3 RB bar 2 key bar 0 WR, 2 RB, 3 R, special team, 1 RB bar 3 key bar 1 WR, 1 RB bar 1 T bar 3 WR, tight white, bench switch, AHB zone WK.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Cross cutting.
Montgomery back.
Cross cutting.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Entering play, jet sweep, inside zone split. A post dig. Inside zone split.
Back to Montgomery.
Down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Entering play call, personnel, there are 9 favorites, there are recent plays, coach suggest, gun plan, there are player, there are 9, gun plan, there are 9 categories, throw it key pistol, throw it key, pa burst cross.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
One button.
1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Circle button. Square button. Touch button.
By Lamb.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Entering play. Gun plan. There are Calvin Ridley, Khalil Herbert, Cole Kmet, Justin Field, Darnell Mooney, Cheedy Lamb, David Montgomery, Mesh. 24 zone open.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Gun plan. There are not. Formation. There are concept. There are screen pass. Run. Option. Quick pass. Medium pass. Deep pass. Play action. Do.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Cross button.
Try and throw for it.
Cross button. R2 button.
And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Entering play zone thick jet. 24 zone open.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah.
R1 button.
And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Entering play call. Do. Concept. Play type. There are 9 personnel. Play concept. Screen pass. Formation. I form. Player. There are 9. Gun plan. Coach suggest. Gun plan. There are 9 categories. Throw it. Paw burst cross.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Entering play. Do. Power LT. Sprint HB flat. Power LT.
2nd and 11 now.
R1 button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker.
Entering play call. Plan. There are 9 categories. Coach suggestion. Plan. There are coach suggest. Drive trail. Drive Y corner. Regoni HB scissor. AHB slip screen. Hitch corners.
Oh, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field.
Square button.
Force. Here's 3rd and long.
R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
Entering play plan. There are 7 categories. Defend medium pass is selected. Defend medium. Cover 4 quarters. Temperature.
With that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down.
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have plan. There are 7 coach suggestions. Mike scrape free press. Sam blitz free.
The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Bilal Nichols, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
R2 button.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Entering play call, Jesh spot.
Don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right
R1
now,
button.
looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
Square button.
Teams are seeking.
Square button. Square button.
Pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jordan Hicks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Enter punt plan. There are 9 categories. Throw it, keep it, throw it, keep. Pa X burst cross. Pa jet sweep. Pa X burst cross.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they
R1 button.
Second and a bundle.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Another try after the first down.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Square button.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready.
Entering play call. Throw it, keep. Who has it? Pa X burst. Pa X post cross.
They were trying to
T attack.
because they were compelled to
Pa X post cross.
down. A running play was not in the works, and that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
R1 button. Cross button.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Off a really terrific performance.
Over Storm Brave.
Defensive player of the week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Punt plan. There are 7 categories. Defend medium. Defend me. Cover 4 quart. Tampadu.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But it's going to be...
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover 1 hole is selected. Cover 4 quarters.
It's an incomplete pass.
Cover 1 hole.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected. R2 button.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Entering play call, throw it key. You have paw X burst, paw jet sweep, paw X burst cross.
Again, you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Square button.
Can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here.
R1 button.
T on the last drive.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 seconds.
Entering play call, throw, paw X burst cross, on plan. There are 9. Player, there are 9. GD Lamb. GD, on this direction. Quick slant.
Late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down.
Triangle button. Cross button.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up...
Entering play on this direction. Quick slant.
On that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll fake the handoff. Now
R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Turn it out, looking for Ritter.
Triangle button.
And this is caught right along.
Cross button.
And what a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way down to the 37.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly.
Entering play call, on this direction, paw X post strum curl.
Set him back 5.
Let's go. Don't give him nothing.
the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Entering play call, CeeDee Lamb. You have 82 options. Player, there. Formation, there are 9. Concept, keep pass, meet, keep pass. Verticals, there are verticals.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge.
R1 button.
15 following the delay of game.
Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational.
Enter verticals.
For them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators?
Circle button. L2 button.
Everyone on offense not doing their job.
Triangle button.
Be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass.
Square button.
They've been teeing
Square button. R1 button.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Triangle button.
And this one incomplete.
Entering play call, vertical, verticals.
So that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
R1 button. L2 button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
And firing a deep ball for
Square button.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that tour.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And it almost looks like a misprint after what we saw.
Overload 3.
But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 4.
They run with Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In the Hall of Fame, had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A give to Harris. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards, that goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll run with Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
R2 button.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
Entering play call, verticals.
Quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is
Concept, there are play type, there are 9 personnel, there are 9 categories, there play type, special, pass, run, draw, there are 7, AHB mid-draw. Circle button, square button.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Entering play call, draw, there are 7 categories. Play type, there are 9 categories. Option, run, draw, there are AHB mid-draw, AHB mid-draw, AHB draw. Triangle button.
Play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
R2 button.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his...
Entering play call, draw, there are 7 categories. You have 5 options. Play type, there are 9 option. RPO, special, pass, run, pass, screen pass, there, jailbreak, AHB slip screen. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Screen pass here to Cohen.
R2 button.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got
Entering play call, screen pass, there, jailbreak screen. Play type, there, run. Draw, there are 7, AHB mid-draw, UB draw, AHB mid-draw, UB draw.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Cross button. Square button.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Entering play call, draw, there are 7 categories. You have 5 play type, there are 9 personnel, there are 9 categories. Favorites, there are 9 recent plays. Coach plan, there player, there are formation, there are 9 concept, play action, screen pass, play action, do, padu.
2nd and 5. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Square button. Cross button.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Entering play concept, play type, there are 9 categories. There option, RPO, run, draw, AHB mid-draw.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Cross button. Square button.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are.
Entering play call, draw, play call, play type, personnel, there are 9. Favorites, there are recent play, coach plan, there player, there are 9, plan, there are 9 categories. Throw it, pa experts cross.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off play action, Fields.
R1 button. Square button.
Left side to Lamb.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
Entering play clock, X first cross.
And get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
Entering play. X first. Plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Player. GD. On Mr. Post. Player. Darnell Mooney. Just. Colkin. Callow Herbert. Calvin Ray. David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cross button.
Handoff comes.
Button.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it.
Entering play call. Zone thick jet. 24 zone open.
Goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Once more.
Button.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A 10-play drive.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Entering play call.
Throughout this game, seems like play. He's doing something in the backfield. He got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and 5.
Entering play call. Cover 1 hole.
Sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
At least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
R2 button.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 8, a little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up.
Entering play call. On plan, there are 9 categories. Player, there are 9. Formation, there. Concept, screen pass. Play action pass. Coach suggest. Recent, QB, pa expose, QB, pa expose cross. Square button. R1 button. Circle button. R1 button.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on first down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Entering play call. Recent plays. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options. QB draw is selected.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So that'll back them up 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew
Post-game
over
report
this,
player
as
stats.
they're not back in action until week 11.
Finish game.